Welcome to your evening yoga for office workers. You can do this class any time of day that you need to stretch out that tight chest, upper body, and give your low back some love. You need a yoga mat, a blanket or a beach towel, and a bolster or a pillow. So we're going to come and sit yourselves up on that pillow, whatever you have. And your blanket can be nicely folded, supporting your ankles. And we'll just settle here. And we'll start to just roll our shoulders up and back a few times. And you might notice your mind is coming to the mat very full and busy. You're bringing a lot here, and we're just going to slowly release, letting go of the day. And roll your shoulders back again. And then we'll just let them settle down and away from the ears. Draw your belly in. And we'll place our hand on a belly and hand on your heart. And we're going to do something called abdominal breathing. This is great for your nervous system or anytime you feel stressed. So we're just going to breathe through the nose, and instead of focusing on the chest, you want to bring the breath into your belly. So inhale through the nose, and it's tricky to breathe in your belly, so try it out. And then exhale through the mouth. A few more like this. Inhale through the nose into your belly. And see if you can slow down your exhales. Nice big breath in. And it's quite difficult to breathe into your belly compared to your chest. So just notice if that's the case for you, and no judging. No judging at all during this class, just noticing. And exhale through the mouth. One more breath into the belly. See if you can fill up your belly as full as you can. A big breath out, emptying the breath. I'm going to let our hands slide down onto the thighs and drop chin down towards the chest. And just let your head be heavy. Back of the neck is usually tight, especially if you're sitting at a computer. You just kind of want to sway a little bit, very gently. And we want to always be gentle. And anytime you need to change a pose or skip a pose, just skip it or modify. I'll give you as many modifications as I can think of, but you always know your body best. So we're going to roll our right ear to your right shoulder. And just kind of drop both shoulders here and find a spot where you can feel, okay, there's where I feel tension. And then float your right arm up and place it on your head. So we just want the weight of that hand there, but we don't want to pull. And maybe you pull a bit and it actually feels okay, but try first just letting your hand rest there. Now, some of you is like, that's too much. Just bring it down if that's you. So we're going to breathe into our neck. Full breath in. And then exhale through the mouth. That's it. Full breath in. Exhale through the mouth. And again, full breath in. Exhale and slowly let that hand float up and down. Chin rolls to chest. And let it sway a little. If swaying doesn't feel good, just let it hang out in the center. And then we'll roll left ear to left shoulder. See if you can soften the shoulders away from the ears. Notice if you're kind of slouching here, can you sit up, draw your belly in, and then maybe add on, float left arm up, place it on your head. And that's just that hand hanging out, gravity pulling it down, or maybe a little pull. But notice if that's too much, and remember each side's different, you can place your hand down if it's too much. One side might work, maybe the other side not so much. And we'll just breathe into this whole area of your neck. Inhale in. And a full breath out. And just imagine letting go of any tension in the neck. It's just sliding away. One more time, in. And then exhale. Let's float our hand up. And we roll chin to chest. Just let your head sway. And then let's bring our fingertips to the forehead and lift the head up rolling our fingertips over the head. Just give yourself a little massage here. And then from here, we're going to release the head, come off of your height of your pillow or your bolster, and just move that aside, off your mat, refind your sit bones. And we're going to do something called seated cat and cow. So your hands come onto your knees. I'll go sideways, you can see better. And we'll use our knees, just kind of pull and lift ourselves up just gently. Heart is open. And then we'll round back. So hands stay on your knees as you slouch and bring chin to chest. Inhale, use your knees, pull yourself up. And exhale, round. Just think of yourself as you're just this really proud bird, like a robin in the garden, just puffing up your chest. Big breath in and exhale, round it out, chin to chest. And now I want you to go on your own rhythm. So inhale brings you up, and the exhale brings you back. Inhale again, lift up and round back. Now stay back, keep your hands on your knees and just start to swing a little bit back and forth. So you're hanging out here, and then you're going to come forward with your heart over towards that right knee, a little forward, and then round back. So this is very good for digestion, kind of stirring the pot of your body. So let's stir it up. That's great. Stirring it up. And these are okay if these are little circles for you today. Maybe just a little stirring of the pot. And once you've done that, we'll hang out at the back again. Hang here, just chin to chest, and then switch direction. So heart moves towards the other knee, other thigh, and big circles or small. That's it. Beautiful. You might have some pets saying hello while you do yoga because they love yoga mats and they love you sitting down on the ground. And just welcome them to your space. Just swinging around here. Perfect. And we'll slowly come to a stop. We're going to lean back on our hands and just switch up the cross of our legs. So as your feet come out, just give your ankles a roll and then switch the cross. Perfect. Find your sit bones again, and then inhale, sweep your arms up. Palms will touch, and then we'll come over to the right. Plant your hand down and up and over with that left arm. Inhale up, then exhale over. So this is wonderful to move your spine. Modify if you need to. Come back and forth. And you can slow down and pause, or you can keep floating back and forth. Think of your body as just reeds in the wind. Like, you know, the reeds at a pond, they just kind of swish back and forth. And we'll all meet on the right side. So plant your right hand down to the mat, left arm sweeps up and over, and then settle that shoulder away from your ear. We're going to push, root down in that opposite hip, so your left hip, and then reach your left fingertips up and over. And you might need to back off here with that hand on the right. And then inhale to come up, and we'll hold on the other side. So plant your hand down. We're going to root down with that opposite hip, the right hip this time. Reach up and over, really focusing on opening the ribs. And just relax the shoulders. Back off if it's too much. And then inhale to come up. Perfect. We're going to bring our arms up in front of us and bend at the elbows. That's it. This is great if you've been sitting at a desk all day or just driving a lot. We're going to bring our arms towards each other, and then right arm slips under the left, and you're going to find eagle arms. Now, if this isn't possible, grab opposite elbows. If you're here, I want you to start pushing your palms towards each other. So really pushing so you can open the back of the shoulders. And if you're grabbing opposite elbows, kind of work your elbows away from each other. Perfect. Now sit up tall, draw belly in, and then inhale to the back of the heart. So open your shoulder blades. Imagine them opening with the breath. And then exhale through the mouth. Big exhale. Inhale in. Build up that back space. Exhale through the mouth. And again in. I let go of my day. I release, I reset. And then slowly let's release our arms, and then we're going to open up the chest. So Come into those cactus arms, but come a little bit lifting the heart. Elbows maybe come back a bit, and you're going to look up. So you're just lifting through the heart. This shouldn't hurt your back at all. Just be gentle. And then look forward again. We're going to bring our forearms towards each other. This time, left elbow slips under, and refine your eagle arms. Maybe that didn't work. Maybe back of hands touch. That might, instead of wrapping, or maybe you're doing the opposite elbows or shoulders here. But wherever you're doing, here I want you to push the hands towards each other. Yes, very good. Or elbows opposite directions, so you can just open the shoulder blades at the back of the heart. Inhale in. Keep your elbows at shoulder height. Draw your belly in. Open that space. Exhale through the mouth. Perfect. Inhale in. Exhale, release through the mouth. I let go of my day. I release, I reset. Inhale in. Full breath out. And then unwind those arms. Perfect. We're going to do the same thing as before. So find those cactus arms and then open through the chest and look up. Maybe your elbows move towards each other. The back of your base. Ooh, big heart opener here. And then exhale, release. All right, we're going to come to all fours. So take your time to get on all fours. Adjust your clothes. If you have socks on, now's the time to take the socks off. And we're going to roll up whatever kind of blanket you have or towel again, so that you have double the support under the knees, hands below shoulders. So this class is supposed to be very nourishing for our nervous system. So if this doesn't feel good for your wrists or hands, you can put a pillow there and have your open palms down or on your forearms. From here, we're going to do traditional cat and cow. So bend slightly at the elbows, start to curl your tailbone and look forward. Now, if that doesn't feel good for the neck, look down. As you exhale, curl tailbone in, push into the mat, bring chin to chest. Inhale, bend at the elbows. Full breath in, your version of your cow pose, and then exhale into that jungle cat, reaching your spine up, up, up. Inhale into your cow. Full breath in. That's it. And exhale to cat. So really imagine that garden cat reaching up. Wow, big stretch in the morning. And then a few more on your own. Full breath in and a full breath out. Perfect. And maybe one more inhale and exhale. So the next pose is downward dog, and if you're not doing downward dog, I can give you an alternative. So the first thing for downward dog is that your index fingers are parallel with each other. You're going to curl your toes under, and we're just sending our hips up and back, but keep your knees nice and bent. From here, we're just going to keep our right knee bent as you only straighten your left heel towards the back, and just hold here. See if you can stretch the back of your heel. Now, those of you who are like, this downward dog is not working, just come down on all fours and then keep your right knee down. You're just going to slide your left toes back and reach your heels. You're getting into that same kind of calf stretch we want to get to. This is great if you wear heels all day in the office. Woo, get into those calves. Rest your head, let your head go. Maybe you're working in new shoes that you walk a lot, so we want the calves to open. Anytime downward dog's too long for you, just take a break. And now we'll bend our left knee lots, generously. Now straighten and reach that right heel back. You don't have to touch the floor. Those of you on all fours, or you want to take a break, come to all fours. Your left knee is now down, and slide your right toes all the way back, first along the ground, then you just reach the heel. So you do your version. You don't need to do downward dog. But I want you to relax your head and your neck and push into your knuckles. So try to get the weight out of your wrists. It's hard. And then I want you to, all of us will come down to all fours. Curl toes under, sitting up. Slide your hands up the thighs. Thank you, body. Bring your hands interlaced in front of you. And then we're going to flip our hands away from us and then sweep them up to the sky. Big reach up. And then exhale, release cactus arms again like we did before, and lift through the heart. Perfect. Look forward, and we'll just circle our wrists and the other way. Shake them out. Wrists are also going to get really tired sitting at a desk all day. All right, from here, we're going to come back to all fours. So we did our downward dog. We stretched it out. Now we're going to get into the hips. So lean your weight onto that left knee. Draw belly in for stability and start to float your right foot to the sky, just bending that right knee. Try to level out those hips. And then you're going to take your right knee and do circles forward. So imagine you're just painting a circle on your wall with your right knee. Yes, very good. So keep circling right knee. Sometimes I call this dog peeing on a fire hydrant because we all know that action, but you're doing more circles. So we're getting into the hip mobility and glute stability. This is work. Now, one time I want you to slow down that circle forward and then take a step forward when you're on that motion coming up. That right knee is right above your ankle. So in yoga, you'll see people dumping down. We don't want to do that. You want to find stability here, so you can scoot your toes a little forward and then bend your right knee over. And you'll know if it's too much for that left hip flexor. If it is, just back off. Find it till you feel stable. Okay, I feel solid here. I can engage my core. Then drop your hands once you find that stability. Sweep your arms up. Biceps either side of your ears and look forward. Draw belly in. And then we're going to circle our arms back. Keep going here. And back. Just warming up the shoulders. And again. Very good. Perfect. So this time we're going to bring our arms up. Bring your hands together above your head. So like you're going to clap, reach up, and then bend at the elbows. So your hands are together behind the back of your head. Draw belly in, look forward. And I want you to energetically imagine your right kneecap and your elbow, your left kneecap and your left elbow are connected energetically. So you can stay here or let your head come back into those forearms that are holding and supporting your head and look up. Lift up with the heart. This should be just a nice upper back opener, but the low back is happy. No strain. Looking up. Very good. Now look forward. Let your hands float up. And then we're going to take right hand to your right hip, left hand below the shoulder. So we're going to do a closed twist and open twist. Closed twist, we're going to close towards the body. So belly towards that inner right thigh, and then you can float your right arm up. Perfect. Keep breathing here. Very good for the back. Very good for digestion. You're looking sideways and your head is reaching forward energetically, or you're looking up past your hands. So you're looking sideways or up. You will know what feels best. And then we're all going to look down to the ground and bring that right hand forward and on the inside of our right foot. Perfect. You guys ready? This is now going to be your open twist. So draw belly in, hug that right knee towards that right shoulder, and then open up away from you. So this is an open twist. This is hard. So if it's too hard for you, come into your fingertips. If this is like still hard, come up onto that thigh and just open up here, okay? Lots of modifications. Breathe. You can look up or look sideways. You will know where it feels good for your neck. We want that motion for the spine because it's been sitting all day. And now look down, bring your hand down to the mat, and we'll just hang out here. This is lizard pose. And now look at your right foot, and we're just going to mindfully walk it all the way back until we're on all fours again. Slide your hands up the thighs, giving our wrists a break. And we'll do that. Inhale to sweep arms up. Perfect. And then exhale, bending cactus, lift through the heart. And then we'll round elbows, come towards each other, chin to chest. Inhale, open. Lift, lift, lift. And exhale, round elbows in. And then here, circle your wrists and then shake them out. All right, all that sequence on the other side, because yoga is about balance. So hands back below shoulders. First, let your belly relax and then draw belly in so you engage the core for stability. Then curl your right back toes under to float your left foot to the sky. Notice how you just want to lean over, I want you to level out the hips and then start bringing that left knee into those big circles. Slower, the better. You really want to notice, oh, this hip feels different, but don't judge. Never judge if this is very hard. Just say, this is hard and I need a break, and that's okay. One more, slow it down, and then we're going to step that left foot forward. Very good. Left foot to the front of your mat, so scooch the toes forward. Bring your knee right over your ankle. You'll know when this is too deep for your hip flexors. Just back off. So once you found your spot, feels good, engage the core. Find your stability, hands either side of your hips, then sweep up your arms. This is called crescent lunge. So look forward. This is a powerful pose. Great to open the hip flexors. And then we're going to circle our arms forward. You might need to bend your elbows any amount. Just make these circles work for your body. Rotator cuffs on shoulder injuries are very common. So take it easy. Perfect. Keep going around. Anytime you need to modify, modify. And then we're going to bring our hands above the head, clap, palms touch. Bring your bicep towards your ears and you're reaching your fingertips. Hands together above your head. And then bend at the elbows, elbows point straight up. Draw belly in. Remember that elbow and your kneecap are energetically connected. Feel this long line of energy. Stay here, or more advanced, let your head come back into your forearms and look up. Lift through the heart as if you had a string pulling up to the universe, pulling you up, up, up. Heart is open, throat is open. I let go of this day. And then you're going to look forward, release your hands, float them up. Left hand to the hip, right hand below your shoulder. Now this is that closed twist, so belly in, twist inwards towards the left thigh. Keep your hand on your hip or float your arm up. Very good for your low back. So this is that closed twist. We call this one easy twist in yoga. Very good for digestion. You can look up or sideways. Good job. From here, if you're looking up, we're going to slowly look down on the inner left foot because that's where this hand's going to reach forward, and then plant that left hand on the inner left foot. Perfect. So preparing for this open twist now, more difficult. So you're going to hug that left knee towards that left arm and then just open up here. This is tricky, so you can come to your fingertips or forearm onto that top leg. So make it work for you. And this class is always here to come back to. Every day is different. You can look forward, you can look up, you can look down. And then we're going to bring that arm to meet hands side by side. Very good. And now hang out here. This is lizard pose. Let your head hang. Look at your left foot and walk it back. Perfect. From here, hands below shoulders, knees below hips, curled toes under. Now, if you're not doing downward dog, I just want you to kind of slide each foot back from your knees. Everyone else, index fingers parallel, and then send your hips up and back to walk your feet hip width apart and downward facing dog. And I want you to pedal those legs. Walk them back and forth. Let your head hang here. Beautiful. All right, from here, come down to all fours, curl toes under, slide your hands up those thighs, and then we'll inhale, sweep arms up, bend at the elbows, inhale, open through the heart, exhale, elbows towards each other, chin to chest, inhale, open, exhale, round, and then we'll circle our wrists and the other way. We're going to get rid of this blanket. Join it with the pillow. Come back to all fours, draw belly in, index fingers parallel. Downward dog. Those of you not doing downward dog, you can just slowly make your way into one forward fold. Feet are hip width apart, and those hamstrings might be very tight. So if they are, I want you to grab opposite elbows and just bend the knees a lot. Hang your head heavy. And then maybe slowly start to straighten those legs, or maybe one leg at a time. Really let your head be heavy. This is a wonderful pose to release the neck. So your neck is just relaxed, the head is heavy, and you're creating space in the vertebra of the spine. Perfect. From here, bend at your knees. This is our one hard pose. Those of you who just need to just go stay on the mat, you can just do a child's pose. Everyone else, rise up, one standing pose. Reach up, palms together like we did before. Reach up and then bend a little bit to the right. Inhale up, bend a little to the left. Yes. Exhale, hands to the heart. All right. One clearing standing pose. So mountain pose, Tadasana, feet hip width apart. Shrug your shoulders up and back a few times like we did at the beginning of class. Open through your heart, open through your palms. And then inhale, sweep arms up, palms touch. Exhale, forward fold. So really diving down, bend the knees if you need to. And then from here, inhale to trace your hands up the legs really gently all the way to the top, elbows in. Reach your crown forward and exhale, bend the knees, plant your palms, plank pose. Lower to the knees, and then we're going to lower all the way down to our bellies. Coming into Sphinx. So from Sphinx pose is a deep back bend. Elbows are directly below the shoulders and palms down to the earth. Some people feel this pose is just so much for the low back. If that's you, we want you to grab opposite elbows, slide your forearms forward, and then stay here. And then work your way up to Sphinx. So with Sphinx, it's all about stacking the bones. So your elbows need to be below the shoulders and you're rooting down through your pubic bone. Now notice, are you crunching your neck? Can you bring your chin down and lengthen the back of the neck? Can you relax your face? Relax your feet, but root down through that hip, those hips and your pubic bone. Shoulders back. Full breath in and out. And one more breath in and out. Exhale, just let your heart come down. Hands slide beside the chest, elbows in, and then push into your hands to bring yourself up. We're going to widen our knees about shoulder width apart or wider, big toes touch. Sit toward the heels, reach your arms forward, and you're going to come into a child's pose. This might not be the version you like and it feels like you can't breathe. If that's you, stack your fists below your forehead and rest your forehead on stacked fists. This still might not feel good. If that's the case, just lift your hips up, elbows wide, hands stacked, and forehead rest down. So there's lots of versions of a child's pose, but what this pose does is it tells our bodies that we're safe. We are safe. We reset. We let go of our day. We relax all the muscles in our face, all the muscles around the eyes, and just notice your breath. And if you need to stay longer in this pose, you can. Otherwise, we're going to slowly lift our heads up and come into all fours. So knees below hips, hands below shoulders. If your knees at all feel uncomfortable, you just need more padding. So from here, we're not here long. You're going to look down at the ground. You're going to focus on your right knee and slide your right knee towards your right wrist, kind of towards the center, and then slide your left knee back. So this is pigeon pose. And you can slide side to side to see if that feels good. Now, if you don't like pigeon, I'll show you another version. So this is one version of pigeon. And your back knee might need the blanket under it. You don't want knee discomfort. So if you're here and you're like, Hannah, this doesn't feel good, you're going to do another version of pigeon by sitting back. You're going to take that right knee, flex your toes, cross it above the left thigh, and bring that knee towards you. And you don't need to come up that high. Same thing that's going on. Here's similar shape, but you're not sitting on that leg. Now, a lot of people tell me, oh, I love pigeons so much. That might be you. But if you don't, just try that other version. Reverse pigeon, same benefits, just different shape. Now, some of you might even want to come down and rest on your forearms or perhaps your pillow. We'll just breathe into our hips. Relaxing in the face, the throat, the eyes, the shoulders. Anytime you can come out, if it's too long. Can you soften in your eyes, in the hips? And that foot underneath you, you can have the toes pointed or flexed. You never want discomfort in the knee, so make sure it feels good for you. And we'll slowly, if you're down on your forearms, take a breath in. And as you exhale, just slowly make your way back to your hands. Yes, nice lift through the heart. And then we'll plant our sit bones down, leaning over that right butt cheek. And then help that back leg up and around. So reach for that left leg coming up and around. So everyone else who is up here, and stretch that leg out. Perfect. So once we're swinging that leg around, we've got here swinging up and around. We're all just going to gently take that right leg, stretch left leg straight in front of us, and the right foot is on the inside of that leg. Like so. So this is next yoga pose. It's the number one pose people get injured in. It's because they try to grab their feet and pull themselves. We don't want to do that. So after years and years of teaching, the most important thing is just to surrender to your leg. So we'll inhale our arms up, open the palms, and just bring your palms on either side. And it's not a competition. You're just surrendering to your leg, palms up. Your spine is nice and rounded or flat, whatever you prefer. And it's a passive forward fold. It's not an active pulling forward fold. It's a passive. You're just letting go. I let go of this day. I reset. I recharge. There's no tension in the face. Notice if you can soften anywhere here too. Can you soften in your shoulders? Maybe surrender the face, the upper back, the low back. You might need to back off a bit too. It's just listening to your body. Another really nice way to do this pose is to have your pillow and you kind of just lean on it over your leg. And if that leg doesn't like to be straight, bend it. Ooh, feels so good. And then surrender down. Pillow under the straight leg is lovely too. Try it out if you're doing this class many times. And when you're ready, slowly make your way up. And then you're going to take that, I guess, what leg is that for you guys? Is that left leg straight? Yeah, okay. So you're going to take your right knee and slowly lift it up. Sometimes I mirror you, so my legs get switched. Okay, so we're going to cross right foot over the left leg. And notice, you'll know right away if this is not working. If it doesn't, bring it back to the inside of that leg. From here, we're going to sweep. We're going to do open and close twist like we did in that other pose. So we're going to sweep left arm up, bend at the left arm, and then hook over that knee, or maybe grab the knee, and then twist over. Now notice that other foot, is it flopping over? Can you keep it active? And then look over your shoulder or chest. This is golden for the spine and posture, these twists you're doing. You can come back to this class a few times a week, especially if you're at a desk. One more inhale. And a full exhale out. Now let's do that other version of a twist. Other hand up, bend at the elbow and hook it on that leg. Maybe it doesn't feel stable. You just want to hug that leg or knee and twist the other direction. You can look over your shoulder or the chest. It's not a competition. It's just noticing where it feels right for you. And notice that foot flops over, the one that's straight. Can you activate it? And then we're coming back to center. Perfect. So uncross that leg, stretch it out, find your sit bone so both legs are in front. Your feet don't need to be hip width, they can be any width apart. And we're going to do another very passive forward fold. So arms come up and then open up through the palms. This is like nervous system gold. These forward folds for you tonight. And every night, so your vagus nerve is the wandering nerve. It travels down through the throat, down the body. And these forward folds are just like liquid gold, giving that vagus nerve just a spa treatment. And then slowly make your way up. Wind out. So that was that passive forward fold again. So bend your knees one at a time. Bring yourself all the way back to all fours. So we do the sequence on the left side. All right, hands below shoulders, knees below hips. We're going to take left knee, slide it between the hands or more towards the left wrist. Slide your back, right knee back. And this is where you might curl the toes under and slide a blanket back behind that back knee. We want to help the knees out. Settle here. You can shift side to side. I really like my foot under my body, my toes pointed or flexed, and then you can just rock back and forth till you find where it feels good. You might stay here in a lifted pigeon. You might be coming down to your forearms or maybe on a pillow. Those of you doing that alternate version, maybe this side you need to do this version, but you can plant that foot, that hip down, swing your leg around, right leg straight, left foot now cross over the top of the thigh, and then you keep that activated foot always active. Even under your body, it's either pointing or flexing. When you're lifting in reverse pigeon, it's flexed. So this protects our knees, and you can do it in any level here. This is reverse pigeon or traditional. So your version, your hip opener. Each side is different. Not judging, just noticing and softening. Soften the eyes, the throat. Soften your shoulders, your belly. Keeping your foot engaged to keep that knee safe in every version you're doing. You might just pay attention to the poses your body likes and the ones not so much. Just notice. If you need to come out of pose or change it, do it. Don't push through numbness, pain, tingling. Just come out slowly. And those of us here still in a pigeon on your forearms or down, take a breath in, full breath out, and then come up onto your hands. So we're going to do that lifted pigeon. You come to fingertips or push whatever version. And then plant your sit bones down, those left sit bones. And we're going to swing that back, help that leg up and over. And then right leg forward. Those of us in that version with our reverse pigeon. Just extend right leg out, left foot on the inside of that thigh. All right, so that's this forward fold pose. Now you guys know the trick to never pull your foot. Inhale to float arms up. And then just that passive forward fold, palms up, and we're coming towards that leg. So we know now the version you can have a pillow here. Ah, so lovely. You can have a pillow under the leg. Play with this pose because it is very good for the body and it's great for tight hamstrings and legs. Softening in the throat and the shoulders, softening the eyes. And then slowly backing off, crawling up that leg. Ah, lifting the head last. Lift that left knee up with your left hand and then cross it over the right leg. Plant it on the ground. If it doesn't feel comfortable, keep it on the inside of that foot. Whatever version you're doing, I want you to draw belly in, float right arm up, bend at the elbow, hook around that knee and use it to twist. Leg leverage, or you're hugging that knee in. Yes, same benefits. Now, I want you all to look at your right foot. Is it flopping? Can you activate that foot? Keep it activated, energetically reaching out your heel. Big breath in and out. And then slowly come back to center, opposite side. So hug that leg in or hook your elbow, whatever works. And we're doing that open twist now. Closed twists are towards the body, open is away. Head is lifted. You're gazing over your chest or behind you. And then slowly coming back to center. Uncross the leg. That version with 2 legs out. Again, best pose for your vagus nerve is this forward fold. So it's a passive forward fold, float arms up, and open up the palms. Ah, yes. Beauty. Just letting your body go. This is so tight, your back. You don't push yourself, and it's okay if you're way up here. Your just head is coming down. This is very much about letting go. And if the knees don't like it, bend the knees, bring a pillow or rolled up blanket under them. A gentle bend the knees can feel lovely. Slowly coming up. All right, the last pose is for sleep because I want you to have a great sleep. With our legs are out here. I want you to bend the knees and bring your legs out. That's it. Wide-legged forward fold. So you might think, oh my gosh, this is really hard for me. That's okay. Bend the knees if this doesn't feel good, okay? Find whatever version. Bring your hands in front and start to crawl. And you'll know when you feel, okay, that's enough. And then just bow your head down. And it's okay if you're way up here. It's okay if your knees are bent and you're like this. You're just saying, I'm not judging myself. I'm doing this class and I'm breathing into the hamstrings, I'm breathing into the groin, and I'm softening in the groin and the hips and the hamstrings. I'm softening in the knees and my face. Now this pose, you can relax the feet. Because we're very active in the thighs, groin area. And then slowly coming up. Perfect. We're going to bend those knees. You're going to look around you and place your pillows on the left side of your mat. So you can easily grab them there. I'm going to place mine above my head, but yours are beside you. Your pillows, everything. We're going to slide down on one hip, doesn't matter which. Slide onto your side of your body and then roll onto your backs. Perfect. Knees bent. From here, you're going to take right knee towards the chest and keep your other knee bent. And then from here, extend left leg straight down your mat. This might be too much. If it is, bend the knee. Beautiful. All of us bend the knee, plant your left foot down, and extend right leg up. Flex the toes towards your face. Hello, hamstrings. Perfect. Then we're going to take that right knee. We're going to cross that, bend the knee and cross that leg over top left. So right knee over left, and then draw both knees in. This is called cow face pose. You're going to reach for the bottom knee and see if you can hug those knees towards you, or the shins, not the ankles, and we don't want to sickle the ankles in. We just want to draw that in. And you might not even be reaching for anything because this is just enough for you. So rest your hands on your ribs if that's the case. You might need to adjust bodies, shapes, sizes, anything. Just adjust around until it feels good. And then slowly from here, we're going to take 3 more deep breaths. In and out. In and out. In and out. We're going to place the bottom foot down, and then you're going to take right knee back into your chest, stretch left leg straight down your mat, and take your left hand and cross the right knee over your body into a twist. So we want to open up that right arm, maybe straight out to the side. Maybe it's just resting your chest and rib cage, but your bottom leg straight out is very advanced. So if you want, you can bend that bottom knee towards your other knee because it might feel better for your back. This might be too deep of a twist. We're going to hold here for a moment, a few minutes. So find a twist position that's not intense. Find one that it feels good to hold for a bit. These reclined twists are like, imagine the last step of your suit at the dry cleaner. They're like the finishing touch. So this is the finishing touch for the body. These twists. Can you soften your eyes, soften that shoulder down towards the earth? Opening the chest, relaxing the hands, the jaw. When you're ready, blink your eyes. Take a breath, full breath out. And then take your left hand and help that right knee back up to center. To switch between sides, we're going to do a bridge pose. So the first thing you do for bridge is bend the knees so they're directly above the heels. Then you shrug your shoulders up and back towards the ears. So you're on the shoulders, the back of the head, and you can feel your feet and hips in the ground. We're never on the neck. Now plant your palms down too, and now push into your feet just to lift hips up. So getting in the glutes, reaching your knees. Don't let your legs splay apart. You just want to keep them nice and strong here, and then slowly lower down. Good job. Knees towards the chest. Give yourself a hug. And now we'll keep our left knee in, and we'll stretch that right leg straight down the mat. So hug the knee in. This is for digestion. Then we want to bend right knee, plant the foot down, grab the back of that hamstring, and flex the toes towards your face. Wake up the back of your leg. This is also good for restless legs because circulation is running down. Very good. Now from here, we're going to bend left knee, cross left leg over the right. So getting ready for Gomukhasana, cow face pose, and then draw those knees towards your chest. So both knees bent, you need to adjust here. You can hold on to the bottom knee. You can grab shins. but not the ankles. We don't want to sickle those ankles in. Chin to chest, lengthen the back of your neck. So this is your last couple poses. Of this evening reset class. I release and let go of my day. I am reset. Soften the shoulders. Soften the eyes, chin slightly tucked. And back and neck stays long. And then we'll slowly release that hold. Plant the bottom foot down. And then we're going to uncross there. You're going to grab that knee back in towards your chest. Straighten right leg down your mat. And then right hand helps to, you kind of maybe like lift yourself up and over. Kind of just helps bring that knee up and to the other side. So left knee crosses across the body, and then you can stretch that left arm out or bend at the arms like rested on your rib cage. Maybe working towards that shoulder one day touching the ground. Sometimes it feels good even to rest kind of your blanket, if it's above your head, just kind of rest under the shoulders so it feels grounded on the ground. And if it's too much of a twist with your legs straight, just bend both knees. And your head can be wherever you'd like it, center, looking to the same direction as your knees, or in the opposite direction. Your choice. Try to let go here, imagining that last step at the dry cleaner, just getting out all the wrinkles, and your suit is perfect. The body is completely slate wiped clean. Anytime it's too intense, just change it up. We don't want your reclined spinal twist to be intense. No pulling, no numbness, no tingling. Soften, let go, relax the mouth, the face. And then from here, take a deep breath in, full breath out. Another breath in and out. Another breath in and out. If your head's looking to one side, bring it back to center. Use your right hand to slowly bring your legs back to center. Knees towards the chest. Give yourself a hug. Thank you, body. Rocking side to side. We're going to do one more bridge to reset the body. So knees bent, heels below the knees. Shrug your shoulders up towards your ears and back into the mat. Palms down. And then looking up, lifting those hips towards the sky. Nice gentle bridge. And then lower down slowly. One more hug, knees towards your chest. Thank your body. You can rock, you can sway, you can be still. And then from here, we're going to reach for those pillows. You're going to place it behind the back of the thighs. And then stretch your legs out. And then you're going to reach for your blanket. And you're going to either tuck it under your head or place it over the body and tuck yourself in. So my quilt is very heavy. I like that weight on my belly. That feels just really lovely. So you find where you want your blanket. Back of the head, if your blanket's under your head, wrap those, tuck in the side so it kind of snugs your head in like you're a nest. Like your head is a big egg in the center of a nest, and just let go here completely. Shavasana. Final resting pose. Very important just to stay still and relaxed. Softening your shoulders, your eyes. Relax your feet. Letting go of the body completely. I let go of my day. I'm relaxed. I'm reset. I'm safe and grounded. I'm still with you. We're just breathing here normally. Let your eyes be heavy. And if you need to stay longer here, I really encourage you to. Well, we're going to do a bit of abdominal breathing together. So you can just place one hand, right hand onto the belly, or both. And just inhale gently through the nose into your hand on your belly. Just like we started. And a full breath out. Let your belly relax and fall in towards the spine. Inhale to puff up the belly. And exhale. Belly button towards the spine. Couple more like that. Deeply breathing through the nose into the belly. Slowing down your exhale. And one more time. Full breath out. You can stay here if you need to rest, or you can wiggle your fingers and toes. Open and close your hands. Maybe you want to stretch and yawn and reach your hands for the back of your room. Big stretch. Move however you want. You might want to take your hair out if your ponytail's tight. Bend the knees. And we'll just roll to a side. So you might want to move your pillow too and just roll over one side and just stay in that little kind of fetal position. Tuck your knees up towards the chest. You might have a big blanket there, a dog to cuddle to. You know, just stay on your side for a moment. Kind of settle in. And then we'll use our arm strength to come up. So I want you to plant the top hand into the mat. Big breath in. And then exhale, push yourself to sit up. And we're going to sit either on your mat or lift yourself up on your pillow. You might want your blanket over top of you and just stay cozy. Just like we started, hand on heart, hand on belly. And your eyes can be open or closed. And I want you to just notice how you feel 1 hour later, exactly. If you feel a little more calm, grounded. And we're going to bring our palms together. Inhale and exhale fully, and then we'll do one Om together. Om is the sound of the past, the present, the future. So we're going to inhale in and then exhale first. So big breath in. Exhale fully. And you can just hum too. Inhale in. Om. The line of me bows to light in you. Namaste.